my network. Let me just confirm.
Now we can hear you.
Okay. So thank you for logging in today. So maybe we can start with just 1 minute. You can switch off your video, Mr. Theater. Yeah, thank you. Audio is fine. Well, so today we are going to learn. So do you guys have your laptop, all of you? Let me see who have their laptops. You have them, or you're using your phones? Because as part of the requirement, we said we will use laptops. So who doesn't have a laptop among us? Just okay. So if you're all set, then we can go forward with the introduction with the introduction program of this course. It will be very brief. We are going to look at the tools that we use for academic rating. So let me just share my screen. One minute. Yeah, like that. So maybe some of you, maybe you can tell me. Just 1 minute. Okay. So those who are familiar with the lighting, maybe a little bit, maybe you have come across the various tools that we're going to talk about today. So one of the tools that we use for academic writing, I mean, when I'm talking about a tool, it's more of a software. So a software it helps you to make work easier than when you do that work manually. So we have a lot of softwares, maybe the ones that we use mostly. So we have, excuse me, having a bad cold. So the first tool we normally use for academic writing, we call it the ChatGPT. So this is the first tool that we normally use to do our research. Those who are maybe were a person like me who have done academic writing for quite some time, there was a time we didn't use AI. So what we used to do is we used to search things on the internet. Like for example, I'm going to search maybe types of explain organizational behavior as one of the. So if you search something like that, so this is what it will bring. You'll find different tabs. So you'll see this is Investopedia, you'll see this is Forbes, you'll see some videos, you'll see Wikipedia, you'll see study.com, you'll see Makita University, the Economic Times. So nowadays, we are using AI to leverage this struggle of having different search engines looking for the same thing. So what AI does, it incorporates all those things in one specific answer. So if maybe you search something like that one, either criteria links, you'll get different. You'll get the answer, but with different structures. So the first tool that we are going to study about, maybe I know most of you have come across this one. if you are in school, if you are following the internet quite carefully, so you have come across ChatGPT. So with ChatGPT, it just helps writers to organize their content. You can also use this as an answer, but it will help you as a writer to make sure that your content is organized in the right manner. So you can try some few hacks here. You can tell it write for me just 1 minute. Write for me in block form. So in academic writing, we don't bullet, so that is why I'm telling it to do it in a block form. So you'll let the AI do its work. So in academic writing, there is something we call plagiarism. Plagiarism means copying someone's work or using artificial intelligence to do your homework. Well, this is just, excuse me. So this is just a tool to help you in research of your work. So I would come like this and copy, open a Word document. And then paste. So in academic writing, we say one page has got 275 words. So this one has 342 words. So that is mean that is one page and a half probably there, or a quarter. So we are going just to study the tools. We're not going to look at the plagiarism part of it. So this is just a demonstration of one of the tools of academic writing. So in most cases, we use ChatGPT. We have various tools that you can use to research. We have Microsoft Bing. We have another one that we call a chatbot. We have so many of them, but if you really want accuracy, I would advise you to go with the ChatGPT. So that being the first tool of academic writing, it's called ChatGPT and it is for research. So the other tool that you're going to look at it is paraphrasing tool, QuillBot. So paraphrasing tool, this one, QuillBot paraphrasing tool. So what this one does, it changes the tone, or rather it changes the structure of a sentence, so that if maybe you are the one who has typed that work and you want it to be more fluent, or you want it to have good grammatical meaning, you'd use this tool that we call the QuillBot. So what the QuillBot does, it rephrases whatever that you have researched. So assuming, so this one is not the premium version. It's the free version. It's available on Google. QuillBot, you don't need to have an account for it. So with QuillBot, so the maximum number of words is 120. Maybe I am not sure. It's 120 or something there. So we are going to just pick this line just for demonstration purposes, just like that. 84 words, and then you just cut it there, and you paste it in that tab like that. So always make sure here the synonyms are, if you're using this true version, make sure the synonyms are low. Select fluency. You can add just few synonyms. So synonyms means, excuse me. So synonyms are words that can be used interchangeably. That is basic English. So if you just paraphrase like that, you'll see you have this version and you have this version. So maybe if we did this one, if you can see my screen, so one primary component of organizational behavior is individual behavior. And in this one, they are saying individual behavior is a key component of organizational behavior, which investigates personality traits, attitude, perception, motivation, and job satisfaction to determine what drives people. And in this one, it's saying one primary component of organizational behavior is individual behavior, which examines personality traits, attitude, perception, motivation, and job satisfaction to understand what drives individuals. So, motivation theories such as Maslow hierarchy of needs and excuse me, and Herzberg motivation hygiene theory are commonly used to analyze individuals' behavior and motivation in a professional setting. So the other one says Maslow hierarchy of needs and that motivation hygiene theory are two popular theories for analyzing individual behavior and motivation in the workplace. So if you read this one and this one, you see a lot of difference in the word structure. And so this you read QuillBot if you have typed your work manually without using AI. So it will remove the mother tongue part of your English and polish it to be an academic part of it. So if you see a this specific this specific uh,
Okay, Edwin, I think maybe there's an issue on your end. We are not able to hear you at the moment.
Newton Slomans with 12 points and a spacing of 2 points. So don't worry about these things. We are going to
Okay, Edwin,
do them.
Edwin, there is an issue.
Huh?
We stopped tuliacha kukusikia a while ago.
With
Like 3 minutes ago, you are not audible.
Oh, sorry. So where was I? I was talking about why using this part of this tool for QuillBot. Hello.
Yes, Mwalimu, we can hear you. We left you whereby you were saying that QuillBot is used to polish English to academic writing acceptable standards, mostly when you have done the document. I think you can pick from there.
Okay, and you can see my screen like now, isn't it?
No, it's not,
Not
project.
really.
You can see my screen like now, isn't it?
Hapana.
Okay, sorry. Let me just share it again. The entire screen. So I'm having challenges with my Wi-Fi today. It's like the service provider is not up to his task today. So you can see the screen right now. Yes. Is my screen visible to everybody?
Yeah, you can see the screen, but it may disappear then.
Okay, let me just share it again. What about now? Is it visible?
Yeah, it is tunaiona.
Okay, so what we'll do in case nipotee, you just nipotee, you just make sure tunafollow. So tulikuwa kwa hii second tool. The first tool was ChatGPT. So this is a second tool. Tumeita paraphrasing tool, na kazi yake just give me 1 minute. Let me just 1 minute, please. Okay. So let's make sure tuna follow this. What nikipotea tu kidogo, because I will apologize for my network today, iko na shida. Don't usually happen like that, but nikipotea tu kidogo, just let me know nimepotea. So you can see my screen now, isn't it? Right?
Yeah,
Iko
iko
sawa?
visible. Yeah, iko sawa.
Haya, sawa. So so tulikuwa kwa hii tool, the second tool ya academic rating tumesema ni tongo paraphrasing tool. So it's quite simple. So you just come to your document here. You select the part that you want to paraphrase. Tumesema hii ni free version, so inachukua 120 word maximum. I'm not quite sure of the number. Una paste hapo, and then you paraphrase. So you don't have to keep typing when you're paraphrasing. So nimewaambia, if you are getting this a lot of blues, hizi ziko hapa mingi sana, unaweza click on either, and unaweza change the synonym to make sure that it doesn't have a lot of repetition on whatever you have generated. So always make sure when you are changing these things, una make sure kwanza ziko na meaning. Whatever you are doing, you make sure it has meaning. As an academic writer, you must make sure you are able to proofread and paraphrase your work for some. So make sure you can be able to read and make sure that it is making sense. Just for demonstration purposes, we are not going to read it today. I want you just to introduce you to the tools that we use. So the first tool was ChatGPT. Its work is to generate. The second tool was the paraphrasing tool. Kazi yake nimewaambia ni to paraphrase. So the other tool that we have inaitangwa ZeroGPT. So venye tu inaitwa ZeroGPT, its work it is to detect AI. So AI ni content yenye imekuwa generated by hiyo chatbot. So kwa academic writing, if umepatiwa kazi na mtu maybe amekuambia you research organizational behaviors, and then umeenda kwa ChatGPT umegenerate na umeforward that work, hiyo kazi itakuwa accepted because number one itakuwa na AI generated, and number two itakuwa with a lot of what do we call it, itakuwa with a lot of similarity index itakuwa high. So ukipeleka pale kwa hii tool ya kuangalia similarity itakwambia iko 100%. Ukipeleka kwa hii tool ya kuangalia ChatGPT itakwambia iko 100%. So if you submit work, that work will not be paid because it has a lot of plagiarism, meaning you have copied someone else's work. And you know the point of academic writing, those who have done project in school, it is about the originality part of it. So just for demonstration of it, hivyo tukuja tuiweke hapa kwa ZeroGPT hapa. So again, this is a free version. We have the premium version. So you just detect text, you uangalie whether imekuwa imeandikwa na ChatGPT or not. So if you come at this result, itakuhighlightia the part that has been highlighted or rather that has been generated using AI. So hizi zote ziko na yellow zote. So your text is AI or GPT generated. So 96.39 inakuambia this entire thing has been generated by AI. So hata ukitumia now the student or the lecturer ule mwenye amekupatia hiyo kazi atakwambia your text has been generated by AI na utapata hiyo kazi haitakuwa approved. Are we together up to that number 3 tool? It is to check whether your work has been generated by AI or not. Are we together up to that point? Maybe someone just to confirm we are together.
Yes,
Is anyone lost? Mr. Bogo, the audio is good. You have seen everything. You are not lost, isn't it?
Yes, we are together, Mwalimu. Thank you.
Okay, good. So the first tool was ChatGPT. That was the first tool. Kazi yake tu ni kugenerate. Unaweza iambia anything. Write for me a nice poem about my skinny girlfriend. Or to me, a skinny girlfriend because of so many reasons. Write for me a nice poem about my skinny girlfriend. So it can do everything that you want it to do. Itakugeneratea a very nice poem. You don't have to struggle writing those words to them. Oh, my skinny love, so fine and slight, with the lips that dance in the morning, a whisper of wind, a soft barret, your move like a petal swept away, your frame. So that is the work of ChatGPT. And then tunakuja kwa paraphrasing tool. Its work is to change the tone to your preferred tone. Unaweka ikiwa fluent, ikiwa natural or formal, academic or simple. So the third tool is to check whether the content has been generated by artificial intelligence as the third tool. So the last and the final tool we are going to cover today inaitangwa Stealth Writer. So inaitangwa stealthwriter.ai. So stealthwriter.ai kazi yake ni humanize AI generated content. So what does it mean to humanize? Humanize inamaanisha unatoa the plagiarism part or the artificial intelligence generated content to kama tu venye you can just sit down and type. Kumaanisha unatoa hizo tricks zote and then you humanize your content, unairudisha ikue without AI. So as we just pick this part like that, you cut like that. Sorry, bad cold. So you paste here. So this one has a limit of how many words? 130 words. So let's just shorten it. So let's just take that part. So this is just the free version. That is why you are seeing natumia kidogo kidogo. Kama ni zile premium version, unaweza even put the entire document. So unakuja hapa kwa humanize, just like that. So which one is this one? Naniambia ni sign up. Sign up with Google. Just one moment. So we paste our content there and humanize. So this now the humanized the humanized the humanized text. So we can just come and copy it back here. So so this is the human. We can check whether sorry. Let's see whether it has humanized this specific content. Tukuja kwa AI detector tena. So don't worry with my pace. Hizi vitu tutazifanya mara mingi sana. This is just the demonstration of that tool. So usiogope, we are going to come back to these things and we are going to do them in a more professional way. So I just want you to introduce to the tool so that you can practice with them, so that when we meet to the next lesson, you'll be able to move along with me. So this is the content inasema sasa iko 0% AI generated. So ni kumaanisha instead of kukaa chini ukishinda ukitype a lot of things, you can use this tool ikutolee your AI content ikue 0% AI generated content, because ukiangalia, if I go back here, this was the original script, this one hivyo. So hiyo original script nikakuja hapa nikaipeleka kwa this inaitangwa stealth writer. After nimeiweka hapo nikakuja hapa nika humanize. Is this really this one? Let me check. Oh, this one was the original this one was the original AI generated content. Ukikuja hapa kwa stealth writer, this is it. So nikakuja hapa nika humanize. Kwa humanize ikaleta hii. So nika copy this one. Let me just add it here, so that you can see. So this one, let's just pick this one like that. Copy. Tukuje hapa kwa stealth writer. No, not stealth writer, AI detector. Tukuje tuweke hapa like that. Sorry. Tukuje tuweke hapa. Tuangalie detect text like that. Unaona this one is 100% GPT generated. So if you come to this one that now tumepeleka kwa stealth writer, alafu we can change some words, tukuje tuipaste in the same exact place. Sorry. Hapa. And then we paste it like that. Unaona imesemaje? Your text is human written na iko na 0% of GPT. So if you read this one and this one, utapata they have the same meaning, but this part of this content imeweka the human aspect of it. So if you're able to submit this one to a student, hataona umetumia AI or other tools to research for their work. So that is how you can evade either AI as you're submitting your assignment, but as an academic writer, always make sure that you are reading whatever you have written to make sure that it is making sense. Maybe we can read this together. Organizational structure is another essential aspect of OB, organizational behavior. Looking at the formal arrangement of roles, hierarchies, and divisions of labor with an organization, different structural models such as functional division, matrix organization, impact operational efficiency, adaptability, and employees engagement. Additionally, organizational culture plays a key role, encompassing the various beliefs and norms shared with a company. Culture shapes employee behaviors and decision-making, influence both individuals and group morale. So for this one, in inasema, organizational structure is another concept of organizational behavior emphasis on the issues of the formal designs of working including functional, divisional, and as well as the motivation or lack of their. So if you read this content, and this content, utapata they are talking about the same thing, but the difference now. Having said that, today we have covered 4 tools that we use in academic writing. So those 4 tools zitakusaidia sana in this journey of writing, because right now you're not going to do the traditional part of it, kushinda ukitype or everything, although you'll be typing most of the time. But with these tools, you will make sure that as an academic writer, you will have made your work easier and straight to the point. We are going to run more tools tomorrow, 2 or 3 more tools. But for today, I want you to really practice on those 4. ChatGPT, you make sure you know how it works, have an account for that. Paraphrasing tool, sign up for an account for that. It's free. Just create a new Gmail account that you'll be able to use it for this work. Another tool, make sure you familiarize yourself with the Stealth Writer, and make sure you familiarize yourself with AI detector, ZeroGPT. So having said that, do we have any question for today? Any question?
Mwalimu, I have a question. For accounting and mathematical formulas, this AI tools still applicable? There are others that are specific to that.
Okay, for you know, when you're doing a mathematics thing, you cannot change a formula. If you are saying y equals to mx plus c, it must remain that way. If you are using another formula, maybe calculating something formula, we do not check plagiarism with formulas. Okay, so you can use AI to do your to solve your equations, because you do not have, you cannot humanize a computation. I hope you're understanding my logic. You cannot humanize a computation. Maybe kama unafanya swali ya hesabu, huwezi humanize hiyo kitu. Lazima you do it how it's supposed to be done. So you can use premium version of AI kufanya hiyo hesabu, but as long as the explanation is human written, then you'll have broken. Itakuwa tu sawa.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Asante.
You know, there are those assignments that will need direct quotation. Those ones we have a way of submitting them to make sure to recognize, maybe if it's work of other people you have copied, you are supposed to recognize by using citations, so that you'll have overcome the issue of plagiarism and AI content in that work. Any other question? If your answer is well answered.
Mwalimu, another question for referencing and citing. Do you have a special AI tool for that, whereby you can use maybe Zotero API referencing style, and the document be referenced and cited?
Of course. So tomorrow we are going to look at the 5th tool that will be cite. Neitango cite for me. We have like 4 tools, but we are going to use this one that we call. Let me just show you. Everything nowadays, it's you are doing using an application. It's not about kushinda ukitype hapo. So we have this one that we call cite fast. We have cite fast and we have cite this for me. So I'll train you on how to use this citation generator. this one. You just maybe you can the others, maybe let me just demonstrate. I will show you tomorrow how you are supposed to work on it. So the theories of trust. Let's see whether we'll have something. And just know maybe something of that sort. What my name today. Yeah, very fast. Copy and paste. So if maybe you are citing something in this document, you can do it like that, very fast, very fast, very fast. So we have different tools to generate citations. Like that one, your site imesha cite. If you are to cite that thing, you imesha cite kitambo. So what we'll do, we'll first finish with these tools first. So once everybody has understood how this tool works, then we'll come back again now, and I will now teach you how to structure your work and your assignment according now to different rules of APA or MLA or Chicago or Harvard. We are going to look at them sorry. We do assignment from scratch. We make sure that that assignment has zero AI. We make sure that we have checked with another tool that is called Grammarly, and that one we'll look at it tomorrow, because we'll look at Grammarly tomorrow, and we look at citation generator, so that now we can start from creating an assignment all the way to submission using like 4 or 3 acceptable academic writing formats. So do we have another question apart from that one for today? And please make sure you have your laptop, because now from tomorrow we'll be doing the practicality part of it. Just make sure you practice on those tools, the 4 of them. If you practice on them, and then tomorrow will be good to go to ifanya practically, so that now the next day we can now start with the structuring of these papers, so that we can move fast, so that we can have time for articles, and also learn also how to get these academic writing jobs from different social media platforms and different websites on the internet. Is that okay for today? Any question, comment? Crossing the mark from Peter, if maybe no comment from any person.
Mwalimu, I have a question.
Ask.
I'm sorry, I seem to be dominating the question forum. Do you have a tool for making the table of content, and also for academic writing, or whereby if it's a project, you do the chapter 1, 2, 3, that includes the topic, literature review, and all this. Do you have a tool for such kind of a thing?
We don't have a tool for that, but I will show you how to do it manually, very fast. We use Microsoft Word for that specific bit. Microsoft Word will be much easier and efficient, and because I've done that for a lot of projects, so it should be very easy. As you're going ahead with the project, we'll make sure we tackle all those things, all the way from cover page to table of content to abstract to the body to the references and to the entire format. Is that okay? Is that okay, Bogwa? We'll cover how to create, or rather to generate a table of content. Is it okay? We are not going to use AI for that, because it will be very difficult for you to upload a full document. Maybe it is 30,000 words to ChatGPT and telling it to generate. It can do that for you, but I show you another efficient method that will be able to tackle that and create an acceptable and a very attractive table of content for all your assignment. Is that okay?
Yes, thank you, Mwalimu. Thank you.
Sawa sawa. Maybe one last question from mtu mwenye hajauliza ama mtu mwenye hajaongea. Well, I want this training to be as interactive as possible, because nataka hizo, by the end of those 2 weeks, nataka mtu akuwe hapa umeiva vibaya sana. So try to not get left behind. Talk to me. Let me just type my WhatsApp number here. Kwa nini 953-116. So in case you have any question, you can DM me. That is for WhatsApp only. Let me. So 729-53116. So in case you have a query, you can DM me or you can call me using a WhatsApp voice call anytime from 6 in the evening. I'll be available to answer most of your questions, because if you are left behind, then you can reach out to me directly, and so that we can be able to check on your progress, because I don't want to just teach you. I want to make sure that all of you have understood whatever that we are doing. I don't give assignments. I don't do that. We are going to do everything practically here. I don't want you to interfere with your busy schedules, because I know most of you are doing other things. So whatever that you learn, we'll do it here practically. That is why I require a laptop as a part of the requirement. So that is my number there, WhatsApp number. You can always reach out to me there. Uniambie if you have any challenge, something that you don't have, or something that you want me to remind you. I'll gladly do that, so that we can move together as a team. Do we have any other question as we conclude? Any more question? Just make sure you familiarize yourself with those 4 tools. Note them somewhere. 1, ChatGPT. 2, paraphrasing tool. 3, ZeroGPT. And 4, StealthWriter.ai. So if you are unable to navigate them in your computer, just reach out to me, so that we can be able to, I can be able to take you through them again, and make sure that you are understand. And then I will connect you to peer groups. By the end of this week, we'll see those who will have committed to this program. So if we have 6 of you, we'll connect you to a groups of 2, so that you can practice together. If we have 4 of you, we'll connect you to another group of 2 people by 2, so that you can be able to challenge each other, and be able to challenge each other, and be able to bring out the best out of yourself. Please provide guidelines for payment. That is from Permanence. So we do not emphasize so much on payment, but make sure you make a commitment. Any amount, 500, 1,000, 2,000. If you make that commitment, just to make sure that now we are not wasting time with you, we include you in our class, so that if you make a payment now, you'll have a payment plan. If the program will be for 2 weeks, then maybe after 3 days you'll be sending something, so that it will not strain your pockets. It will be according to your budget, and at a pace that you can afford as students. Niwaambia, this amount that we are charging you, it is just a facility fee that it is covering for this time, and the materials that we'll be using for this specific time. So if I was to charge you for this cost, maybe it would be a lot of money, but let's stick on giving back to the society, as I told you yesterday, because our main objective is you a student out there, those who are maybe you have graduated in your university, you are still figuring something out to do as you're looking for that dream job, you have something to do in your house that can generate you some income. And also by me teaching you and you teaching another person, you'll be helping me to lead to more people in the community and also help young people in making sure that they are able to depend on themselves and able to generate an income at the comfort of their home. Because yesterday, like I demonstrated to you, if I was able to do that, then it will be very, very possible for you. It took me some time before I figured myself out, but now because I'm mentoring you, you'll be in a better position to enumerate my footsteps and make sure that you will be out there doing the right thing. Instead of wasting your time on YouTube, you'd be using your YouTube to do much or rather a more generative way of making sure that you're able to sustain your living. So if we don't have any other question, then I can call this on the end of today's class. Unless Peter, you have something to add on top.
Thank you, Edwin, for the great session we have had. I want to commend everyone for setting some time and availing themselves for this training. So we have started off on a good footing, and I think we are going to progress. And one thing I think Edwin has said is that whatever you learn today will build up on the next. So tomorrow you'll be building on what you learned today, and the other day after you learn what you have learned for the past 2 days. So I would actually commend that you don't miss any of these sessions. And in case you miss, you can just, we are preparing the videos. So the first one will be uploaded today. So the link will be available tomorrow. And this one also will be available tomorrow, actually. So we'll be having these recordings on our YouTube channel. So kindly make sure you don't forget to subscribe and like. So about the payment, I have seen Bob was saying to provide guidelines. So I think our inbox, I don't know the name you are using there on the what.
Peter, ni mimi napokupoteza ama everybody is losing you?
Oh, pole. Nimejiongelesha hiyo story yote.
Kidogo kidogo tu. Pole pole.
Okay, no problem. So I just go back and say, so as I was saying, whatever you have learned today is very important, because at the end of the day, you'll find that we will be building on each training. So I would recommend that you don't miss on any lesson. Kindly, if you miss, we are going to be having these videos on our YouTube channel. So kindly make sure you watch before you can come to the next session. So now you are not lost in case you miss out. Because I understand maybe somebody joined late, so they might have missed maybe one or two tools. So it's good that you go back and review. So we'll be making these first two videos available for free. We are not charging for that. But as we continue, as we have said, we expect that you should also make a commitment on your end. You have already made a commitment through setting your time. So we expect that you can also make a commitment so that now we are able to facilitate the whole training. So the payment details are all on the group. So we request that you make a commitment fee from 1,000 going onwards, and then we can agree on how you pay the rest. So we want to be as flexible as possible, but we also want to ensure that you get the correct information as needed. So we don't want to be giving just jargons and all that. No, you'll be taking through, and I'm sure and I'm positive that within those 2 weeks that will be here, you'll see the fruits of your dedication. And another important thing is, I think Edwin has said, kindly have a laptop, because whatever you're going to be doing here, you must have a laptop. Otherwise, you're going to miss out on a lot, and you would hate that we are progressing and you don't know what we did where. So it's good that you make sure you prepare yourself. Otherwise, I don't have anything else to add other than to commend you and request you guys to come next tomorrow. And kindly keep time. I think now the issue of time is also another challenge. So we start at 8. So if it's a challenge for you, kindly try as much as possible to join from 8. So that now we don't extend much. We can have that training within an hour if you join on time. But if we keep waiting here and there, we might stretch to maybe extra time. So kindly, the training is from 8. Join. I'll be sharing the link, and we'll be able to progress. All in all, have yourself a good and a lovely night, and see you tomorrow.
Bye, have a good night. Kesho.
Bye.
Okay.
Well, sawa.
Okay, Pamela's, Mr. Pamela, kindly inbox.